Hello, my name is Dr. Eric Dent, and welcome to CPM 620, broadcasting here from Bronco Land. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a video introduction to the course. I'm really looking forward to working with you all the next 8 weeks, which are going to fly by. For good or for bad, they're going to go fast. Most of you I know have just come from CPM 610, taught by Dr. Paul Richardson, and you're going to see some of Dr. Richardson in this class as well. He taught this class most recently when it was last taught, and he created a number of really good videos and annotated, narrated PowerPoints. So rather than reinventing the wheel, I've decided to just incorporate those into our classroom. He's a lot better looking than I am, so you're much better off seeing his face than you are seeing mine. So you'll get to see him each week throughout the semester in expectation videos and hear his voice in the PowerPoint presentations. And I'm really thrilled to be working closely like this with Dr. Richardson. He was my doctoral student and wrote a really neat dissertation in project management, which it was my privilege to direct. And so I think together we're going to be a real good team for you in 610 and 620 this semester. Let me come back to saying how quickly this 8-week period is going to fly by. You really don't have a chance to ever get behind. Taking a 3-credit course over 8 weeks is like taking a 6-credit course if it were a semester long. The pace is compressed. The pace is twice as fast as a normal fall or spring course would be. So you can't get behind, not even for a day. You've got to stay with the pace because it's too hard to catch up when you already have that continuing pace throughout the semester. So I encourage you to do everything you possibly can to keep up with the course, get ahead in the course whenever you have an opportunity. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm in my 3rd year here at Fayetteville State University and really enjoying it. I've taught project management many other times, not yet at Fayetteville State. Dr. Agrawal used to teach a lot of these classes, and so I'm filling in for this course now that he has moved to another university. And let me show you, just because I like to be silly, not that I'm trying to boast or anything, but it happened to be sitting right behind me. But here's a copy of my Project Manager of the Year award back when I worked in industry. So basically, my introduction is that I have a bachelor's and master's in computer science and went to work for IBM. I grew up in South Florida, went to school at Emory University in Atlanta, which is not that well known because they don't have a football team for one thing, but the American doctor who first got Ebola and needed to be treated was sent to Emory because it is one of the best medical schools in the country. And I think one of the 2 nurses that recently contracted the disease is also she was flown from Dallas to Emory to be treated there. So it was a really good school. Moved to Washington, D.C. and worked for IBM for a few years. Then I started an MBA program in the evening. So very similar to you all. We didn't have online courses in those days, but I did my MBA on a part-time basis. And when I finished that degree, I started off majoring in finance, but switched over to organizational behavior, and that's a story for another occasion. But when I finished, IBM didn't give me a chance to work in that area, so I went with a management consulting firm for a number of years, and that's where I won this project management award. Kind of rose through the ranks there, became a technical director, and then got a chance to become a corporate vice president with a nationwide company called the Todd Organization, where I worked for a few years. And while doing that, I started back to George Washington University. I can't remember if I mentioned that's where I got my MBA, but started back there for my Ph.D. again on a part-time evening basis, and it kind of just became too difficult to pursue a demanding doctoral degree while being a corporate vice president. So I actually stepped down from that position and went to school, finished the degree up, probably going about 2 years full time. By then I was married and had kids, and my wife didn't work, so I'd done enough consulting work that I kind of just put my own shingle out and did enough consulting work to pay for the mortgage and the groceries and a few other things. And then when I finished, decided to move into higher education, and my first faculty job was back at George Washington University, where I was for a few years. Then I got a chance to be the founding director for doctoral programs in the University of Maryland system, which I did for a few years. Then moved to North Carolina in 2003 to become the dean of the business school at UNC Pembroke, which I did for a number of years. And after stepping down from that role, switched over to Fayetteville State, where I serve here as the professor of leadership. So I'm looking forward to reading all of your introductions in the classroom and having great interactions with you. I will tell you the best way to get a hold of me at all times is email. I kind of live on email. It's the first thing I do in the morning. It's probably the last thing I do in the evening. If you send me an email and you don't get a response of some sort within 24 hours, unless it's on Sunday, then you know that something is wrong. Either I'm laying in a ditch somewhere, or I did not receive the email. Because even if it's something where I don't know how to respond right away, I'll at least respond to you saying, got your email, I need to look into this, be back in touch with you in a few days, if it's something that would take that long. So, you would generally hear from me when you email me, within 24 hours. If that's not the case, I will let you know in the classroom through an announcement, like I've already done. I know this coming week I leave Thursday night. I think the date might be the 23rd, and have meetings in DC all day Friday, Saturday, fly back Saturday night. So my time on email will be limited during that period, and I'll probably have one other time like that between now and the end of the semester. So if there's anything at all that I can do to help this class be more successful for you, please let me know. If you have a question about the course, there's a good possibility that so does at least one other student. So please post it in the discussion board rather than emailing me directly. I mean, of course, I don't mind if you email me, but like I said, if you have a question, it's more like kind of raising your hand in class. So everybody should benefit from the information that goes with that answer. Of course, if you do have a personal situation, then email me. My office number is everything's in the syllabus, 672-2415. Of course, you're welcome to call me there at any time. I will tell you, though, please don't leave me a voicemail there. Our voicemail system is notoriously bad about delivering voicemails on a timely basis. So, I'll go into work on Monday morning. There'll be no voicemails for me. I'll go out to a meeting, come back at 11. Oh, my voicemail light is on. So I'll listen to my voicemail, and it will be something that was left last Wednesday. So if you want to try and call me, feel free to do that. But if you don't reach me, don't leave a voicemail. Shoot me an email instead. Also glad to give you my cell phone. Again, though, where I live, cell phone coverage is not very reliable. I'm not a cell phony person, so I don't carry it with me all the time. I have it with me when I travel, but if I'm not out of town, I may not use it for a couple days. I know that's probably foreign to you folks that are younger than me, but it's not something that's attached to me. So if you call my cell phone and leave me a message, it's possible I won't hear it for 2 days or 3 days if I just don't happen to pick it up. So email is the 100% guaranteed way of getting a hold of me. If you want to try the cell phone, it's 910-734-4427. And I'm just looking forward to a great semester with you all. Take care now.